Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked with Downey Allen. Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked with Downey Allen.
Alright. This is episode 7. Big 7 of Getting Geeked with your boy, Downey Allen. That's me. I'm your boy, Downey Allen. Coming to you live from a prison cell, apparently. What? What is happening? Okay, I'm obviously not in a prison cell. I have a new background, newish. 2 separate occasions. I had people are saying that, are you filming this in a prison cell? No. Y'all have never heard of a brick wall? It's kind of hard to decorate a brick wall. So, this is it. This is the new background. And that's all I'm going to say about it. On today's episode of Getting Geeked, sponsored by absolutely nobody. I don't have sponsors, okay? If you guys want to help support this show, you're going to have to Cash App me, PayPal, hit me up on Twitter. There's an option to send money. I'm not even asking for money, but when you guys are saying, are you filming in prison? Have you been to prison? Okay. Shut up. Okay, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Okay, so yeah, I don't have advertisements on this show. I'm not shilling Athletic Greens. I'm not shilling Manscaped like every other podcast on here. Now, if they ever want to do a collab, I'll consider it. But I'm not, as of now, I'm not doing advertisements. The channel just reached 666 subscribers. Right on. I've been doing this channel for almost 10 years now. Slow growth. It's been consistent pretty much 2013 to 2016. I was going hard on the reactions, the reviews. The algorithms were kick-ass for YouTube, so whenever you do a reaction video, you get I think I got my sausage party reaction got 8,000 views or something, more than that. It was my most viewed video, and it's hitting hard. Now the algorithm is the same when it comes to shorts. It's kind of not discouraging, but doing the podcast isn't, in the grand scheme, isn't very beneficial towards growing the channel. As I get more views posting shorts, I'll chop the podcast up into shorts under 60 seconds, vertical, and I've gotten 10,000 views, 8,000 views, in a matter of days. So it's very frustrating to record, an hour-long podcast, post it up as 1 hour-long video, it gets 10 views. So I'm going to still do the podcast. I'm just going to focus on chopping up the podcast more and putting them out as short clips, kind of like a commercial. That's the plan. Just because I want people to say, where's the full conversation of that? And then they can come over to the podcast, come hang out. I'm going to upgrade my PC in the next year, and hopefully I can get OBS back up and running so I can do reaction videos live and watch other clips regarding the news topics I cover, just so there's some more engagement. On today's episode of Getting Geeked with your boy, we've got some merger news here. As you may or may not have known, Discovery has bought Warner Brothers from AT&T. Now they are called Warner Brothers Discovery. That's their new name. And along with that merger comes with some consequences. What does that mean? Well, David Zaslav, the new head of Warner Brothers Discovery, he's axing the axe of Zaslav, bro. He is axing projects. He axed the Wonder Twins movie. He is now officially axed Batgirl, and we'll go into that later on. Just craziness. They're taking movies off HboMax. Apparently they weren't watching those movies, and they still have to pay people to have those movies up on their HboMax. So why would they keep them up? They took those off. People are they're taking away HboMax. They're canceling everything. 70% of their development staff is gonna get laid off. Today was their earnings call, and yes, some of that is true. They are essentially combining Warner Brothers, HBO Max, and Discovery Plus. So, summer of 2023, HBO Max and Discovery Plus are merging into one singular streaming service. Now, I like this news, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't like subscribing to a bunch of streaming services. I just don't. I don't want to have to memorize logins and say, well, how much is that one? And how much is this one? It's just a lot. I wish Disney would do this, and I think they will in the coming years. I think Disney is going to want to combine Hulu and Disney Plus into one streaming service, but that's another conversation. Disney, or Warner, I should say, Warner Brothers Discovery, combining HBO Max and Discovery Plus is just a bonus for me, because I don't have Discovery Plus, because there's nothing on Discovery Plus I liked. I had it, I tried it, and I watched Undercover Billionaire, and that was a good show, but there's just nothing on there for me. So I was worried, because Warner Brothers is an iconic name, so getting rid of the WB moniker, Warner Brothers moniker, that's kind of sad as far as like the era, the nostalgia. But as far as the content goes, nothing's going to change. Staff is getting laid off. I don't know if it's 70%, but they are delegating and combining everything into HBO. So all of the HBO Max writers are going to work for the HBO department. So it's all going to be one thing now. They also announced like separate the way they view each conglomerate. DC is like its own thing now, so we might be getting a DC Studios, like a Marvel Studios. That would be sick. And they also said there's going to be a 10-year DC plan. A 10-year plan. And I'll go into that too. So I'm hyped about this merger. Everybody's online freaking out. Oh, this, and this is getting canceled. You know what? Good. Zaslav, like I said for Comic-Con, this happens a week after Comic-Con. That was his time to shine as far as putting a stamp on things, but that wasn't his plan. This was his plan, and he still put a stamp on things. He shook Hollywood. He shook everybody as far as the entertainment industry goes. It was crazy. So they canceled the Batgirl movie starring Leslie Grace and Michael Keaton. Apparently, it was unsalvageable. It was that bad. They said it looked cheap. They didn't want to drop another $50 million to fix it and to put it in theaters because their new strategy is they don't want movies like that on HBO Max. The production was already $20 million over budget. At a $70 million budget, it was already at $90, and they were still in post-production working on the VFX. So they were going to write that off on their taxes because of the transfer of ownership. They're allowed to do that. So that's why, and they don't want Batgirl to represent the future of DC and their brand. This is a new era for Warner Brothers Discovery and DC. So I'm going to have a hot take in a little bit as far as the future of DC and their 10-year plan. I'll go into that in a bit. But as far as Batgirl goes, listen, I fucking love Michael Keaton as Batman. But I don't want Michael Keaton as Batman in whack shit. That's why he didn't come back for Batman Forever. So if it looked cheap and it looked whack, I'm kind of glad that it's not gonna It's not happening. I didn't like the fact that they had Snyder's J.K. Simmons, the Snyderverse, Commissioner Gordon into the Batgirl movie, and Michael Keaton. They're merging everything because this was supposed to come out after The Flash. So all that's changing. So, it's sad that Michael Keaton is not going to return, in Batgirl. But if it's whack, it's whack, dude. And it's not a race thing. It's not because Leslie Grace is Hispanic. It's just whack. I feel bad for the team who worked on it, the cast and crew. But as far as the directors, dude, it was their responsibility to take that $70 million and to make the best movie possible. And they fumbled. They should have hired a fantastic cinematographer like Larry Fong, who directed, who shot Batman v Superman, Man of Steel, Watchmen. I'm pretty sure all basically Zack Snyder's movies. Larry Fong is the cinematographer. That dude makes some crispy shots. So when they say it looks cheap, that just goes to show they didn't hire. I don't know who the cinematographer was on Batgirl. I know for a fact it wasn't Larry Fong, because that dude makes quality content. And that's Zaslav's new motto for Warner Brothers going forward. They want quality content, and they are not going to put out whack shit, because DC already has a bad reputation, second to Marvel. That's the standard that people think right now. They want to change that. So yeah, Batgirl's canceled. It is what it is. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm not really sorry about it. Yeah, I wanted to see the Batgirl movie. But as far as the future goes of DC, let's get into the second topic. The future of DC. We know that Ben Affleck's coming back for Aquaman 2. And people thought, hey, that might be the Snyderverse is coming back. I don't think that's the case now. And I'm going to tell you why. Jim Lee at Comic-Con was saying there's no plans for the Snyderverse in the future, and I believe him, because they're pushing the Flash movie. The Flash movie is now going to be the last movie to come out. So we got Black Adam, Shazam, Aquaman 2, and then the Flash. Ben Affleck is in Aquaman because Michael Keaton was supposed to be in there, so now they're swapping him out. I think that's going to be because after the Flash movie, they're going to change the ending of the Flash movie. It's going to end with, Barry running into the Speed Force. It's going to be like the last DC animated project. What was it called? I'll put it up on the screen. Where basically Barry runs into the past because everybody lost. A whole bunch of people are dead. And he has no choice. He's like, there's nothing worth staying here for. He goes back in time, he runs, and we see a flash of light. And then the movie ends. And that's it. My hot take here, the Flash movie is going to be the end of the DCEU as we know it. Nobody else is going to come back after the Flash movie, including Black Adam, including Shazam, including Aquaman, including Ben Affleck, including Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Peacemaker Season 2, and that's it. That is it. DCEU's over. They said today there's a new 10-year plan. That 10-year plan, I'm calling it right now, they're going to keep the Batman, Pattinson, and Matt Reeves, and all Matt Reeves' Penguin stuff, Arkham stuff. That's the new universe. I know Matt Reeves has said before, oh, I don't want superpowers in my world. And guess what, bro? You got a new boss. You got a new daddy. And guess what? You got to listen to him. Because if you want Batman 2, you might have to renegotiate. You might have to play ball, Matt Reeves. Because they need a new Batman universe. They need a new universe and a new Batman and a new Superman and a new Wonder Woman, Aquaman. New everything. So that is my hot take. We're going to get Justice League Rebirth. I don't know when. They're doing the Batman 2. They're going to. I know JJ was working on a Superman project. I think that's gonna get bumped up higher into the development list. I think Henry Cavill's done for now. Definitely done for. Definitely done for. So we'll have the Batman 2. Then we'll get a Superman movie. Okay. Here's a hot take. Another hot take. We're gonna get another Justice League movie here in I'm gonna say 2023 is gonna be the end. So 2025 we're gonna get a new Justice League movie, and then that will springboard those other characters. Oh, just do the solo movies first. No. Dude, they have to start with they should do the solo movies, but kickstart it with a new brand of Justice League. Boom, Justice League Rebirth, and then all the other characters will start getting their spin-off movies in between those, like 3 or 4 movies in between. Then you get Justice League 2. Then more solo movies, and then Justice League 3. And then whatever you want to go from there. As well as expanding all those characters on HboMax with TV shows. I know this is a hot take. Oh, keep Pattinson and keep Gal and Aquaman and Momoa. No. Everybody's got to go. Everybody's got to go. And if Matt Reeves doesn't want to play ball, I think they might scrap the Batman universe too. Because it's very clear Zaslav wants a cohesive universe like Marvel. He wants a structured plan. And if Matt Reeves doesn't want to follow the plan, see ya. Bye. Maybe Pattinson will stay around if Matt Reeves doesn't want to continue. Maybe they'll both walk. Even better. Everybody's out. I would prefer Robert Pattinson to stay as the new Batman and just expand what they're already doing with the new DC universe. That's what I want them to do. Now, they could keep Ben Affleck coming back. They could keep Aquaman and everything, Shazam and Black Adam. They can continue this universe. But we already know Ezra's done. After the Flash movie's coming out, they're done. He's done. Or they're done. So even if you do get a Justice League sequel without Zack Snyder, and you keep Affleck, Godot, Momoa, Ray Fisher, probably not. But if you keep those core members, you're still going to have a different Flash. And if they do have a different Flash, this is if they want to continue that, they got to bring in Wally. They just got to. Because I don't want to see another recasted Barry Allen. I just don't want to see it. It's not going to be Grant Gustin. Just give us Wally West. Because Wally West was the Flash in the Justice League animated series. And that was like peak Flash. So bring in Wally if they're going to keep the DCEU going without Ezra. And the only reason why I think they should just recast everybody is just all the drama from the last regime. You know, you already got Aquaman 2. Already got 2 Wonder Woman movies. Like, where are they going to go from there? If they're not going to do a Justice League sequel. Where is there to go with these characters? It's already 10 years deep at this point. By the time the Flash movie comes out in 2023, the DC Extended Universe will be 10 years old. And there's only going to be one Justice League movie. So, like, they botched it. They got to just reset. They have to reset. So, what's your guys' take on this DC situation and Zaslav's new 10-year plan? What do you think their 10-year plan is going to be? Are they going to keep the Batman universe going and expand on that? Are they going to keep Ben Affleck now? Because he seems to be chummy with Momoa. Are they going to keep everybody except for Ezra? And are they just going to recast Ezra? Let me know your guys' 10-year plan in the comment sections everywhere I post this. Let me know. Let's have an honest discussion. I'm aware Matt Reeves doesn't want superpowers in his world. Hey, but things change. That was the old boss that made that deal. We're in a new era. Like The Rock said, the power has changed. and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Keeping Black Adam, because Dwayne Johnson, dude, like he's a big shot caller in Hollywood. He's like the movie star in Hollywood. So he's gonna fight for Black Adam to keep it in this new universe. They might. There's rumors Amanda Waller might be in Black Adam. I think they might take her out to place this new Black Adam movie into the new DC universe. I don't know about Shazam 2. Like those kids are already growing up. It's a weird time. There's rumors they're pushing back all their movies to focus on this plan. I honestly think they're going to scrap everything and keep the Batman universe going. So, coming up next, all right, some more DC news. We have got some hot take right before the earnings call. Well, not really a hot take, but for Warner Brothers it is. Right before the earnings call, Lady Gaga tweeted out a teaser. Well, not really a teaser. It was a motion graphic of Joker 2, aka Joker Folie Deux. It's going to be a musical, confirmed, Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. I thought we would get a Mad Love project with Margot and Jared. But here we go. They're shifting gears. We got a new Harley Quinn. How many Harley Quinn in the DC? Margot's Harley Quinn has pretty much wrapped up her story. What's left to tell? Unless they introduce Poison Ivy and Catwoman in the DC Cinematic Universe. I don't think they're going to. Margot's already been Harley Quinn like a handful of times. So I think she's done as well. I think she's done. Lady Gaga is and they're going to introduce another Harley Quinn in the Arkham show for Matt Reeves' universe. So dude, she's done. Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, and it's a musical. I think it's good. I think that's good. That's great casting. Because I wasn't a fan of Lady Gaga's acting before, and then I saw A Star Is Born, and she killed it in that movie. Her music is. I don't listen to Lady Gaga like that, but back in the day when Poker Face came out, lit. So yeah, she's a wonderful performer. I think she's got that caliber that Joaquin has. So it's gonna be interesting to see the dynamic between those two, especially if it's a musical. Rumor is it's gonna be like a Clockwork Orange type of violence. So it's gonna get crazy, guys. Joker 2 is slated for 2024, so we're a couple years out. It's gonna take a year to film, and then you got post-production, so that's normal. It's just they want quality content. Joker made $1 billion, won Oscars. That's the quality that the new Warner Brothers wants, and they need that. How many Oscars has Marvel Studios won? Exactly. Did Robert Downey Jr. get an Oscar for Iron Man? No, he didn't. And how many times has he played Iron Man? A lot. So, yeah. I'm hyped for Joker. I got Joker tattoo. I got Harley tattoo. My favorite characters of the DC universe. And anything with Joker, anything with Harley Quinn, I'm going to back 100%. In any iteration, multiple times, in any medium. Dope. I love it. Give me more Joker. Give me more Harley. And yeah, I still want a Mad Love movie with Jared and Margot, but that's probably not gonna happen now. And that's fine. I just want a cohesive universe, dude. And you got the Joker's in his pocket thing, which is fine. Keep that its own thing. That's fine. And then you got the Batman, its own thing. Fine. And then you got the DCEU. Fine. So that's 3 separate continuities going. I think new WB wants to trim the fat a little bit. But as far as the Joker sequel goes, I didn't want a sequel at first because the ending was left so ambiguous. Was it all in his head, or did that stuff really happen? And they might play that up a bit in the sequel. But I think they might just say it was all in his head and go from there. and just focus on Arkham. Keep it grounded, small in Arkham with hallucinations of like an outside world. Joaquin got paid $20 million for this thing, so that already increases the budget. And Lady Gaga probably isn't cheap either, but they're not paying Lady Gaga $20 million. She's probably gonna get like 5, 10, probably something like that. Just from, because she's not like as high of a caliber actor like Joaquin. He's been in the game a lot longer, and he earned it with the first Joker movie. So he's making some money. He's good. He's like, let's do another one. Screw it. I ain't doing nothing. What do you guys think about Joker 2, Folie, Deux? Let me know in the comments. I'm hyped. I'm really hyped about it. What do you guys think about all this transition stuff? About all this Warner Brothers Discovery merger, the cancellation of Batgirl? It's obvious this is why they didn't have an announcement or a slate at Comic-Con, because they had this earnings call. They had all this stuff, that the cancellation of Batgirl, because I was like, at least release a Batgirl teaser. Now we know why. Because it was mid. If it's mid, don't release it. Don't release it. Coming up next, we have rave reviews about Prey. Now, Prey is the Predator prequel movie. Comanche tribe gets invaded by a predator. Yo, I am down. Comes out Friday, August 5th. Today's August 4th. I'm super stoked about this because people were talking mad shit about the last Predator movie. It was fine. It was a little on the humor side. I didn't mind it. I didn't really mind it. We didn't really have a Predators movie in like 9 years since, because the Predators came out in 2010, and then we had the Predator, which was like 2019, right? Could have been 2018. I don't really remember like that. I didn't mind it though. It wasn't my favorite. I think we got the Predator 1, then Predator 2, AVP, Alien vs. Predator 2. Like, that's my order. So people are saying this is the best Predator movie. Period. Now, I haven't seen it, but you can't. How are you gonna beat the Predator, the first one? You got Arnold. It's just 80s cinema, peak cinema, fucking guns and muscle and fucking the military in the jungle, grounded like. So they're going back to that jungle aspect with the whole Comanche tribe angle. And apparently they dubbed the movie in that language, so there's going to be an option to play it with that language. So that's dope. Because I was like, dude, do it like Apocalypto or whatever, and just have it all in that language. For the general audience, it might be it's a tough sell. So I'm glad they're giving the option to watch it in either format. I'm super hyped for Prey. When I watch it, I will give a review. That's why it's important to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will give a shortened review on TikTok. I'm trying to keep my TikToks under a minute long. Some of them are like 7 seconds. I've been killing it on TikTok. I posted a future slate kind of video for DC on my TikTok page, and it got yesterday, and it's already at 5,000 views. Like, that's what I'm talking about. And then I do a whole podcast, and it gets 10 views on YouTube. So it's just hard to juggle, dudes. Like, what do I want to put my time in? What do I want to focus on? What's important? I do think long form content is important because I get to chop everything up into individual segments. But when it comes down to it, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit, and I have to pivot and adjust, in order to grow the channel. So, if you're new here, like and subscribe to the YouTube. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm already at 666, and when I started up the channel again, it's like reboot the pod with this podcast, start covering entertainment news again. I only had like 600 at the time, or 530 at the time or something. So I've gained like 100 some plus subscribers. It's not a lot. It's a small community, but this is a niche community. And like I said, I don't have advertisements. I'm not like the Real Rejects. I'm not like Campia, Harloff, the Big Thing or whatever. I don't have Athletic Greens and Manscaped in my corner yet. And I'm not planning on getting ads because my podcast is explicit, and I'm not going to muffle myself for anybody. I'm not going to watch my tongue. If I want to say fuck, I'm going to say fuck. And I'm going to fucking, I'm going to do what I want, you know? I'm just going to do what I got to do. And, yeah, guys, I don't know why I'm talking like Mark Wahlberg right now. It's just, that's going to be it for the podcast. I just wanted to talk about this DC drama. I wanted to talk about the merger. It's been a very weird week. The whole week has just been rumors and rumblings of this whole thing about the staff getting laid off. It's just a lot. It's just a lot's going on. And then, yeah, we've got some cool news. You know, Joker sequel was announced. It sucks for Batgirl. Maybe somebody will leak it. But hey, if it was mid, it was mid. It is what it is, guys. It's going to be interesting to see what the 10-year plan is. I'm kind of excited. And this is like reminding me, like a button. I'll put a button on this thing. This reminds me of the Fox buyout with Disney. You know, we had the Gambit movie was getting ready to shoot. They had the sets built. We had an X-Force project with, you know, Cable set to come back with Josh Brolin. Like, all that stuff was in motion. They kept pushing back the New Mutants. And then all that stuff went away. It just went away. And we still don't have an X-Men project. And we still won't have an X-Men project until at least 2025, 2026. That's wild. That's wild. Just imagine. We probably would have had an X-Force movie and a Gambit movie by now if Disney didn't purchase Fox. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm hyped for this whole Prey movie, Predator prequel. I'm debating on, like, should I stay up and watch it tonight or should I just wait? I'll probably wait. Anyways, you've been listening to Gettin Geeked with Danny Allen, your boy. Live from prison. Fuck out of here. Comment below and let me know. Subscribe. Check out geekedmedia.com for motion posters and blogs that I write. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to me on TikTok. All that stuff. Comment below. Alright. Go fuck yourselves. Goodbye.
Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked with Danny Allen. Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked. Gettin geeked with Danny Allen.